Another exciting edition of our live presentation this very evening, morning, afternoon, or night, depending on where you are. Therefore, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to some of you. People are listening right across the surface of this planet Earth, and we welcome each and every one of you. And as I do so, I will encourage you to welcome your friends and your relatives, your brothers and your sisters, both far and near, to this very evening's program. Today's date is Tuesday, the 27th of October, in the year of Almost High Elohim 2020. The time now is precisely 4 minutes past 7 p.m. in the land of Biafra. Regardless of where you are, if you look at your wristwatch or your timepiece, the time is 4 minutes past the top of the hour. That is how you know that we are live and we are direct, and the whole world is paying attention. People who over the years pretended they were not listening to us, now they are confessing in the open, albeit grudgingly, that they do listen to Radio Biafra. Things are happening all over the place. The Janjaweed is crying. Ethnic jingoists are crying. Those who believe that they will lose out should the zoo collapse precipitously, they are crying. But the righteous are rejoicing. The children of the Most High Elohim are rejoicing because that time is upon us. The appointed hour is now upon us, and we must do all we can, regardless of the machinations of the enemy, to make sure that we prevail. But God Almighty Chukwukikabiyama is in heaven, and with him, I can assure you categorically that we are going to win. This evening's program is going to be interactive, as always. We shall endeavor, when our lines does open, to take your calls this evening, Chukwukikabiyama Benigwe permitting, of course, and I see no reason why that shouldn't work. There are international observers who have been commenting and writing about the revolution going on in the zoo, because we understand it is continuing. People think somehow it has stopped, but the young people have now, if there is a brief lull in activities, it is because the young people are strategizing that when they come out another time, the whole thing will be over. Then the politicians will be in serious trouble. My name is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I am the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, the director of Radio Biafra and Biafra Television, and by the special grace of the Most High Elohim, a servant of the wonderful people of Biafra, and by commission, I should say, I now also serve the youth of Nigeria, most of whom have been slaughtered and murdered the same way that Biafrans have been killed all over the years, but nobody gives a damn about it. But now people are actually giving a damn, because lives were lost in Lagos in full view of the whole world, because the atrocities committed by the Nigerian army was streamed live to the whole world. And this very evening we are going to pray. Chineke na nke pụrụ ihe niile, onye ihe niile kere eke na-erubere isi, anyị na-ekpere gị ekpere n'uhuruchi ụtụtụ ehihie abalị, ụmụ gị gbasara ka ụkpaka n'ụwa niile, mba dị iche iche na-ege anyị ntị n'olu. Anyị na-ekpere gị ekpere n'abalị a n'asụsụ eluigwe, asụsụ ndị mmụọ ozi wee ji na-aja gị mma, anyị na-asị na ịdị nsọ Chineke nna, anyị na-asị na ịdị ebube onye pụrụ ime ihe niile. Ike niile bụ na ọ gbadara aka gị ka ọ nọ. Echiche ma ọ bụ gọta mmadụ dị ndụ apụghị na nke bred ngozi ịhụ ọlụ aka gị niile n'ebe okike gị nọ. Aleluya na-ada n'igwe. Ndị nsọ wee si ala Biafra wee na-abata n'igwe, n'ihi na ndị ahụ bụ ndị a na-agbagbu agbagbu. All those who are being assassinated by Nigerian police and Nigerian army, they are angels and they are in front of your throne right now. They are praising you and they are saying, Elohim, what we saw in Nigeria is an abomination. Do something about it. Ọ bụrụ na asị na ị gaghị aṅa anyị ntị n'olu n'ekpere ka anyị na-ekpere gị nna nke bere dị ngọzi, gee ụmụ gị abụ ndị nọ n'ihu oche eze gị ṅaa ha ntị n'olu. Onye nwe m, ndị a bụ ndị a gbagburu na Abakaliki n'abalị, ṅaa ha ntị n'olu. Were anyị wee rafee n'aka ndị iro. Ndị iro wee jide ụmụ gị wee na-ememila ha kwa ụbọchị. Anyị wee na-arịọ gị sị gị biko mere anyị amara gị, gosi anyị ịhụnanya gị na ebere gị. Ịma mma gị gara adịghị agwụ agwụ. Mmeso ọma gị Chineke nna nke iwe ka anyị na-arịọ n'isi ụmụ gị niile n'otu n'otu n'ụwa niile, bụ ndị tụrụ ugo, bụ ndị buliri elu, bụ abụrụ IPOB. Ezinụlọ a nke ihe gị na-achọ ebe ha nọ, anyị wee na-arịọ gị n'abalị ya nna nke ebere dị ngọzi. Ụmụ gị na-ebere ime dị iche iche. Ọ bụ eji ama ka anyị na-ajọ otu ka anyị na-eto ga-agbanye ihe nke anyị iwe anyị na-agabiga. Anyị na-agabiga ihe ọjọọ niile dị iche iche. Onye nwe na Chineke nna nke dị ngọzi, kama n'ime ọnọdụ anyị niile ịdịrị obi anyị mma. Agbanyeghị ihe ọbụla nke anyị onwe anyị na-agabiga, mkpagbu niile, atamahụhụ niile, ekworo niile, anya ukwu niile, ebubo ụgha niile, mbọ niile nke ndị dịka ọhaneze na-abụghị ọgbagide ndị gị ma ọ bụ ndị gọvanọ. N'ime ọnọdụ anyị niile anyị ajaghị mma wee na-etoghị mgbe niile n'ime ndụ anyị, n'ihi na ọ bụ naanị gị bụ Chineke nọ ọkaka. N'abalị a ka anyị na-ewere ala nsọ Biafra wee nyefee gị n'aka, n'ihi na ndị iro abatawo. Anyị wee na-arịọ gị na-asị gị Chineke nna nke dị ngọzi, ịbụ Chineke nna. Ọ bụghị ka anyị ji wee nwee ntụkwasị obi, ọ bụghị ebe mmadụ dị ndụ nọ. Anyị na-arịọ gị na ị ga-azọpụtara ala Biafra n'ime afọ nke anyị onwe anyị nọ n'ime ya, na ndị a niile wuru ndị batara na wee buru ihe ọjọọ n'obi ka ha wee memile ụmụ gị nna nke ebere dị ngọzi. Otu a ka aka nsị a ga-esi wee baa ha ọnụ, ka ha rapụ ndị niile gbara izuzu ọjọọ, wee sị na a ga-ebubata ndị ogbu ọrụ ọbara n'ime ala nsọ gị Chineke nna nke igwe. Sikwa etu a wee kpochapụ ndị dị etu a n'ezinụlọ ha niile, ka ihe ha wepụta ihe. N'ihi na oge ahụ mgbe ị kwere anyị na nkwa eruwo, ụwa niile ga-agba aka ebe ịhụnanya gị na ebere gị, mara gị na ọmịiko gị ebe ndị gị nọ, n'ihi na ọ bụ na ndị bụ Chineke nna nke usu niile nke ndị agha. Akwa ọbụgwa na-edu ndị agha igwe niile, akwa ọbụgwa nwa ha. Oge dịle mgbe ị ga-edinye ha ozi na mba ọjọọ abịakwala ha ọzọ. Fulani Janjaweed abata akwụkwọ ọka ọzọ. Ugbo ha sa ha na-aga Owere. Nna nke ebere dị ngọzi, gba anyị ụma, nye anyị ọgụgụ isi, nye anyị amamihe, nye anyị ezi echiche, nye anyị ịhụnanya, mmekọrịta nwanne na nwanne, ịdị n'otu ọganiru. Ọ bụ ihe anyị na-arịọ mgbe niile n'isi ụmụ gị niile bụ ndị dị nsọ, ebe ọ bụla ha nọ n'elu ụwa nke nna nke ebere. Anyị wee na-arịọ gị n'otu aka nke iwe gọzie ndị okorobịa na ụmụ agbọghọbịa na Naịjirịa niile, bụ ndị kunurinu si na mkpagide ha na-akpagide ha, mmegbu a na-emegbu ha n'ozugbo. Anyị na-arịọ gị nna nke ebere ka iwe nye ha ọgụgụ isi, nye ha amamihe, ikwekwara ka ha daa mba ma ọ bụ laa azụ, ka ọ ga-abụ na ikpetamazụ na mmeri ga-abụ nke ndị dị etu a. Na anyị ga-anọkwa ụfọdụ wee ṅụrịa, wee si n'ezie na akpọkụrụ onye ekere eluigwe maka elu ụwa wee zaa anyị ekpere. Ihe ga-abụ nke ndị Fulani na ndị niile bụ ndị kwetere obodo kwensu buzu Naijiria, na Naijiria bụ obodo ọjọọ, ọkụ mmụọ n'elu ụwa ka ọ bụ. Ị ga-ekpochapụ ha niile n'otu n'otu. Ka mara gị na ebere gị, ịhụnanya gị na ọmịiko wee zuo oke n'ebe anyị nọ. Ugbu a ma ruo mgbe niile ebighị ebi ka anyị na-arịọ gị ise. Asụsụ eluigwe, the language of heaven. We have just prayed. We must proceed this very evening to analyze, to dissect, and to bring to the awareness and knowledge of the world the happenings in this zoological republic. If you go on my page, you will see the post that I made prior to this very program commencing. The penultimate post that I made. If you go there, you will see it. And please go through that video very carefully. The reason why we are referencing that very video today is because of what is about to happen in Owerri in a few days' time and those who actually provoked it. I am going to play that very video for all of you to listen to, those who are not privileged to see it, those who are listening via IPOB Community Radio, Radio Biafra, and all other social media platforms, and our FM for that matter, and also satellite. I want to play for you what they are saying, because Nigeria is in a mess. In a mess to the extent that I am seriously beginning to question the mental capacity of those who run Nigeria and those who support one Nigeria. If you ask any observer around the world, if you ask anybody, wherever they may be, where they think the problems lie in the zoo, they will tell you it is in the northern part of Nigeria. If you talk about the primary theater of Boko Haram, they will tell you it is in the northeast. If you ask them about the operations of Fulani bandits and terrorists, they will tell you it is perhaps north central and middle belt. Nothing major is happening in the south, not in Oduduwa land and not in Biafra land. But in the infinite wisdom of those that run the zoo, they have decided to send their army to the south, to Biafra land and to Owerri for that matter. Their aim is to kill as they do every blessed year, which to some of us who are not very discerning, you wouldn't know that it is all these exercises for 3 months in a year, your land will be under occupation. That's what the Fulanis have been doing for a very long time. And they are intent on doing something this year, to terrorize and to subjugate, to enslave and to conquer. And all the time impoverishing everybody economically and inflicting the worst form of, should I say, miseducation on the people. They gathered and they're coming down south. This is the same army that is begging Chad to help them fight Boko Haram. They are begging Niger Republic and they are begging the Cameroons to help them to fight Boko Haram. They have soldiers, but instead of these soldiers to go and fight Boko Haram in the northeast, Fulani banditry also in the north, Fulani kidnapping in the north, Fulani ethnic cleansing in the north and in the middle belt, they have decided to turn the army to come south. Because conquering those in the south and subjugating them, frightening them and terrorizing them into submission is far more important than securing the livelihood, should I say, the life and properties of those who are today in refugee camps in the north, that they call the IDP. This is how they reason. They would like you to believe that they're intelligent, they are strategic, but it is very clear for all to see that these people are nothing but a bunch of miseducated, misdirected fools who happens to be occupying the corridors of power. you are begging Chad for troops to help you fight the terrorism that you created. Because it is the Fulanis that created terrorism in Nigeria. Instead of them to focus and concentrate and fight that terrorism, they secured the help of the British. And with the help of the British, they've managed to be sucking military aid from the US, from the EU, and right across the globe. Yet when those materials and money gets into the zoo, rather than facing Boko Haram, they use it to waste 3 months every blessed year patrolling everywhere in the south and looking for young people to kill. I am making this program this evening to remind everybody, especially those who are living in the north, that the reason why the army always invade our homes and kill us every blessed year is because they are blackmailing us with you. Anytime we react or we plan to react to this blatant provocation, we are always reminded of the presence of Biafran people or Southerners in the north. Always, without fail. That if we continue with what we are doing, then the lives of those of you in the north will be in jeopardy. And because of you people living in the north, we tolerate this humiliation every blessed year. But this year is 2020, and we are no longer going to tolerate it. Anything they want, we are going to give to them. Because what is happening in Nigeria is an abomination before God and before man. And no right-thinking person should be encouraged to tolerate it. You have soldiers, and these soldiers were commissioned to fight insurgency and to fight terrorism by their own definition. Instead of you to move these soldiers to go and fight terrorists, you are moving them to the south to come and look for civilians to kill. And the first place they said they are going to is Owerri. The reason why these Fulani idiots, I don't know where they got them from, are going to Owerri is because they need to secure the authority or the power that they gave to Hope Uzodinma, who was neither elected nor selected by the people, but rather imposed by the Fulani Caliphate as a way of continuing their reign of impunity, of terrorism, of subjugation, and of course, displacement of indigenous populations. This is happening today, and I want to play it for you so you can understand, so you can reason and listen. Listen.
Yes, gentlemen, this is our lineup.
Our lineup.
For moving to internal security operations.
Internal security operations.
From here to Igbo land.
From here to Igbo land.
No, it's lineup.
Yes.
For this one, our soldiers.
Yes.
Our soldiers.
Yes, listen.
So our soldiers.
Young men, little boys, serving the Fulani Caliphate. Little boys serving the Fulani Caliphate. That very clip wasn't long enough. I will get the longer one and I will play it for you. I will play the longer version for you so you understand what is coming at us. Is a mixture of Igbo boys are there. From their accent and their tone, their intonation, you can tell. Some of them are from other parts of Biafra land and the entire south itself. And they are like Boko Haram. When they go to fight Boko Haram, they are the ones they will place at the front first. And they will be the first to die. It's just like watching a Hollywood movie. You know, once you watch a Hollywood action movie, you know that the first person to die will be a black guy. So it's that way. And they are now placing these people in jeopardy. Because I can assure them that not most of them will go back. That I can assure you. Because they will kill somebody and they will provoke young people and there will be mayhem. This evening I'm speaking very calmly because I spoke to a mother of ours in Italy and she said I should try and speak very calmly this evening. She's an 80-year-old and she was very much around during the war. The husband also tried to help during the war as well. I spoke to her this morning and she said I should try as much as possible not to expend so much energy, that I should try and speak very calmly this evening. And I'm trying my best. I'm holding myself. I'm trying my best not to explode. They are coming to our land, and the reason why they are coming to our land is to kill, to pillage, to terrorize, so that every blessed day of our lives, if we want to rise up to demand for our rights, we will remember the Nigerian army. That's what they do all the time, but this year is going to be different. Why it's going to be different this year is because together with what happened yesterday in Lekki and also what happened in some parts of Ipob, if not that we applied some restraints yesterday, by now there will be no more Lekki. Even today, angry young people continued. They were exacting revenge for the killings yesterday in Ebonyi State, in Lekki. I want this very army that is coming to understand that people are angry on the ground. And I want to warn the governors in the entire Biafra land, and also the so-called socio-cultural garbage, those bunch of idiots, either Pandef or Hanez or both of them. Early this morning, we got an intel. Not an intel, it's a confirmed information from Akwa Ibom State. I don't know if the governor of Akwa Ibom State is aware of this. In Akwa Ibom State, only yesterday, they killed 32 people, young people yesterday. The signal came from the IG's office to the office of the police commissioner in Akwa Ibom State. There was a place that one of our intelligence officers went to in Akwa Ibom, and somebody came into where they were and started saying that things are terrible in Akwa Ibom State, and somebody asked him what exactly is happening. He said, my older brother is a police officer, and yesterday he said that they killed 9 people, 9 Akwa Ibom young people, 9 yesterday, and disappeared their bodies. The instruction from the Fulani controlled army and the police is this: anytime you kill somebody, take the body away. We don't want the world to see it. That is what they have been doing. And yesterday, over 30 young people were murdered for no reason in Akwa Ibom State. So the problem of SARS and the police and army with all the extrajudicial killings is still prevalent. But this time around, when they kill you, they take your dead body so that nobody will ask questions. You saw the videos of them going into going to hospitals in Lagos and killing injured people. The video is there for the world to see. Somebody should please try and find it. That is their new mode of operation. They kill people and they'll take their dead bodies away, as they did to us at Umpo. And now, let me also make this abundantly clear. For those of you who prefer to gossip, for some of you idiots without conscience, for those of you who were fathered by Fulani people, the Janjaweed, for some of you who have no pride within you, for some of you slaves to the Janjaweed, we have news for you. This Nigerian army that is coming into our land is going to provoke another war. and people are going to die as a result of it. This provocation came about because Southeast governors especially, or should I say, I wouldn't say all the governors in Biafra land, Southeast governors, including that idiot, that little Hitler in Iguacha, Wike, they went to Abuja claiming they went to table the demands of young people in order to bring the whole SARS protest to an end. Instead, they went there and requested for immediate deployment of troops into our land. Should anything happen in the next few days, and I'm sure and I know it's going to happen, you now know those to hold responsible. And for those of you who are in Abuja as well, as soon as the first shot is fired by these people that you're sending down, what happened in Abakaliki yesterday will happen again all over the place. Let's say it happens, they were to kill a little boy or girl in Owerri. The whole of Owerri will go up in flames. I'm telling you now, so you bear that in mind. All of you that went and asked for soldiers to be deployed to our land, I'm just informing you that anywhere a soldier kills anybody, the soldier of course will be killed. That is normal. The idiot will die. And their nearest barracks or encampment will be under siege. Do you know that in Imo State that now the police are afraid to even go to work? The same thing in Ebonyi. Are you aware of that? It's only in Aba that people were so foolish and non-strategic that they allowed the police to still be molesting people. Every other place in Anambra, in Ebonyi, in Imo, the police were subdued. But in Abia, they allowed the police to be molesting them. All the days they call, hey, we are molested at Obingwa. They are here at here. Every other state, every other command of volunteer, the police was subdued. Only in Abia. And I'm not surprised either. So in that respect, Aba was a letdown. Because the police still have the temerity to be walking around the streets after killing people. In most places, there is no police right now. And people are behaving themselves the same way we were doing before the white man came. Abia State Volunteer Command was a letdown, an absolute disgrace and a letdown. You allow police to be tormenting you. In Aba, you see a group of 5 soldiers tormenting over 4,000 people. All you know is to run and be writing messages. You cannot do what was done in Anambra. What Ebonyi? You don't know what happened in Ebonyi today? In Abakaliki? You cannot do what they did at Enugu. You couldn't do what they did at Imo. You started to be complaining. How many stations are still standing in Aba? Should all of them have gone down? These are murderers. These are murderers. These are killers. You don't feel sorry for them. These are murderers. And because you allowed them to stand, that is the reason why they are still molesting people. They said their army is coming. And we are waiting. Because they will shoot. One Fulani idiot who, his brother, his fellow Janja will tell him from Abuja, please kill somebody. So they will start. So as they are coming, somebody is going to be shot dead. We all know that. And Britain will do their best to cover up for them. That is what Britain does. That is what they will always do. And that is what they will continue to do. Unless we rise up and we say no. Now, I am asking the youth of Nigeria, wherever you are, that these armies, they will start patrolling maybe from tomorrow or day after tomorrow. And they are going to kill one of you. Right, when I say Nigeria, I mean the middle belt, the east and the west, not the core north. When they eventually succeed in killing somebody, which I'm sure they're going to do, I'm warning everybody now, those of you in Abuja, I don't care who you are. If this army kills anybody, those assets you've been protecting, they will go up in flames. Our land will boil. our land will boil. I assure you. The reason why Ebonyi State is still breathing today was because I asked them to come back this morning. I said, no, don't go any further. They were hunting policemen in their homes. Are you aware of that? Because we know where they live. Are you aware of that? Are you aware of that? Now, they are going to come and they're going to fire their shots at innocent people. And the war is going to burn. That I assure you. All those hotels you have and everything, who knows what is going to happen to them? Because you people are evil. You're black people, and black people are naturally very wicked and very evil people. You will abandon those that your army killed and start talking about your investments and your hotels. So before it is too late, I will advise you to tell this very army to pull back. I'm not going to ask the Nigerian army not to deploy their troops or their soldiers wherever they want to. But I'm telling them, if you do not confine this army, if you release them on the streets and they kill anybody, the whole of Owerri will burn. Go and ask them what is happening in Owerri now, if there's any police there. Owerri, all of Owerri will burn down. And now, being the idiots that some of you are, you will take to social media, or you will connive with Femi Falana, or maybe Ohaneze will write looking for Yoruba allies to demonize and to ethnicize. Do you understand me? We know their game plan, we know what they're doing. Yesterday, because Akwa Ibom is a bit quiet, they killed 32 people. Young people in Akwa Ibom. Somebody came and said, what my senior brother is doing is not good. Do you know that they kill people and they carry their bodies? The Nigerian Army and Police Joint Task Force in Akwa Ibom. And when the young people in Akwa Ibom rise up to say enough is enough, all of you idiots without conscience, okay, Sona Banyenaji, elders that will be abusing their granddaughter or their grandson, okay, Sona Banyenaji, all of you idiots and vagabonds will rise up and be talking nonsense. Now that 32 people have been killed in Akwa Ibom, nobody is holding Emmanuel Udom responsible. Nobody is holding the police commissioner responsible. No. The lives of those young people that you killed in Akwa Ibom is expendable. You can kill them and nobody will ask questions. Because you're the army, you have AK-47 and AK-49. The day all other youths rise up now to avenge the death of their fellow youths you've killed in Akwa Ibom, every monkey, every failed lawyer, every nincompoop will rise up and be talking rubbish. That is why I hate Nigeria with a passion. Not the people in it. I love Nigerian youths, but the country is a mess. You have idiots running the country. None of you have risen up to say, why are you sending troops to the south when the problem is in the north? None of you idiots have said that. Because you are black, you are dumb, and you are very foolish. That is why black Africa is the last in the whole world. No development, nothing. That is why anywhere you go to, you see black people being abused and molested. Because of the stupidity of black Africa. Why are black people stupid? Because they see the truth and they hide from it. That is the truth. People killed in Akwa Ibom yesterday, 32. When Akwa Ibom goes up in flames now, all of you morons will be talking rubbish. Being remote controlled by your Fulani masters. They are coming and the world is about to change. As I told you, CNN will talk about us this year. Either for good or for bad, but they will say something about us. That war they want, they are now going to get. Let me play it once again for you. The fuller version, I believe.
Yes, gentlemen, this is Alano from here to Internal Security Operations.
Internal Security Operations.
From here to Iboland.
From here to Iboland.
No, it's Leno.
Listen. Listen. Idiots, young people who should be joining the revolution, they want to go and kill. Idiots. Black. This UG black. Listen. Imo State. Are you listening? The little boy is speaking. The videos on my wall. The little boy is speaking. I'm not sure he's up to 20 years of age. Where they got the idiot from, I don't know. Black people are insane in this UGC. Black people are mad. He's not up to. This boy is not up to 20 years old. He is going to Imo State to kill his fellow youths for the Sultan of Sokoto, so that Britain can continue to rule Nigeria by proxy, so that somebody who can address you only or via a pre-recorded video for 10 minutes every 4 months can be presiding over your lives. Do you see why I insult you? Do you see why I said that there is something wrong with the brain of black people? They are going to Imo State to start a war. And when that war starts, maybe he will not be alive to write all those stupid epistles that he writes all the time. He's a very foolish man. Idiotic and foolish. This is now before your eyes and you can see it. They are going to Imo State, because their little boy, their pet, Hope Uzodinma, needs protection. And that is where they are going. They have left Boko Haram. We are going to help them to open up another front in the east that will suck all their men and their materials to the east, and bandits will rape and ravage their daughters in the north because they are foolish. The wrath of God is about to descend on the zoo called Nigeria. By now they know us very well. Write all the junk you like, gossip your life away as the idiots that you are. You cannot stop what we are doing. I'm just warning you so you know. If you live in Kanu, in Kaduna, all those northern cities or towns, they call it, we are not waiting for you. It is because of you that they are deploying their armies into our land, because if there is no Igbo man in the north, if there is no Igbo family in the north, if there is no Biafran family in the north, they cannot be deploying troops to our land. It's impossible now. You know that. So because you people are staying in the north, we are now slaves in our own land. And God forbid it's not going to happen. God forbid. It's not going to happen. And all you politicians, I feel sorry for you. Your end has come as well, because these idiots you're bringing, they're going to fire at somebody. And the same thing that happened in Abakaliki will happen in Owerri or in Umuahia or elsewhere. And then you will understand that we outnumber you people by 100,000 to 1. And youths everywhere will rise up in solidarity. Their escape back to the north will be blocked. You will have an internecine warfare that will last for years to come. Nigeria can no longer export oil after that, because we cannot be alive and oil will be exported to prosecute a war that we know is unjust. And who knows if Wike is alive then? Who knows? We can then catch him and feed him crude oil. After Nebachayo's also Cameroon, we must put pepper in his eyes, and then we give him crude oil to drink. Evil men everywhere. All of you, your end has come. In 2020, your end has come. You think that Britain is going to defend you? Is that what you think seriously? Is that what you think? You think you're going to bomb us as the same way that Obasanjo bombed Odi and Zaki Biam? No. If the Nigeria Air Force takes off to go and bomb anywhere, the children of Buratai will be killed wherever they are. The children of Air Force officers will be dead. You see mayhem. You thought I incited people in Lagos? Now you see what incitement is all about. You don't know that everybody listens to Radio Biafra. You don't know that young people are angry and they listen to Radio Biafra. You think that people are going to be in Abuja and you're bombing their village, you're bombing Okigo, you're bombing everywhere and you're walking about freely. If I told you before, go back to my old tapes and copy this one and give it to Britain or send to ICC. For every one suicide bomber. People, do you see that the police stations that were burnt down, we went with nothing. They burnt down police stations with nothing. And say, instead of me to live tomorrow like an idiot with this police station in my village, I'd rather die now. And they were all taken out. Now listen and listen very carefully. If you think because you're in Abuja, you can send army down to the east to be killing people and you're safe, you're dreaming. For every one suicide bomber that Boko Haram has, you will provoke us. We will produce 10 for you. Nobody will be safe. Nobody will be. Because you are coming to our land to make it unsafe. You are coming to kill young people and take their bodies away, pour acid on their face to disfigure them. 32 people were slaughtered yesterday. Ask the Inspector General of Police, did you send any signal to acquire bomb to you? Asking the police commissioner, kill and carry the bodies. That was what the signal said. Kill and carry the bodies. And because of your useless one Nigeria, we keep quiet. And you're slaughtering Biafran youths in Akwa Ibom. You think we will not find out? Is that what you think? You're slaughtering us in our land, terrorizing us in our own land with your uniform, and you think we're going to condone it? From tomorrow onwards, anything that happens in our land, you blame it on the politicians and the Fulani Janjaweed. The mother of all wars is about to come. I'm just merely warning you so that when the time comes, you will not blame me. You will not blame me. They have come because they know that Yoruba media will not cover it now. They're not going to cover any killing. Did anybody hear about the killings in Akwa Ibom yesterday? Of course not. 32 young people murdered in Akwa Ibom only yesterday by the JTF. And you are in a democracy. So we are led to believe that Nigeria is a democracy. Nigeria is a democracy, and in a democracy, the army is conducting an exercise called internal security within the confines and the borders of that land. What is the job of the army? When I speak, people say I insult black people and I curse them. I insult and curse black African people because we are stupid. Can you show me any democracy in the world, even those that practice pseudo-democracy or quasi-democracy? I have to be grammatically exact. Quasi-democracy. Those who actually practice quasi-democracy, like Russia, do they deploy their troops within Russia to be doing internal security? They did not say they are conducting an exercise, maybe to test their manpower or their equipment or their personnel. After all, the army is supposed to have a firing range. They're supposed to have where they train. How can you come to Owerri to train an army that was designed to defend the borders of the country according to your constitution? All of you who live in America that support one Nigeria, all of you that live in various countries in Europe that support one Nigeria, can you tell me when the Austrian government deployed troops within the borders of Austria to keep internal security? Now, if the army is going about trying to keep the peace within the country, can you tell me the job of the police? What is the job of the police? I thought in your useless, idiotic, Abdul Salami Janjaweed constitution that their roles were specifically defined and spelled out, isn't it? The army is there to defend the country from external aggression. External. In other words, when Niger or whoever, Cameroon or Benin Republic, or whoever for that matter were to invade Nigeria, then the army will rise to defend the country. That is the constitutional mandate for the army. Then what is the army doing inside Owerri town? You claim you are in a democracy. Now, do you see the reason why I insult black people and black Africans for that matter? Because they do not reason very well. They don't even understand the implications or ramifications of running a democratic system of government. They have no idea. They do not also understand that running a democracy requires a whole load of discipline on the part of everybody. That is why you have separation of powers. That was why Montesquieu slept sleepless nights, writing a treatise on the separation of powers that I'm sure that every student of politics or political science will quote anytime, any day. Now, most of you went to universities in Nigeria, and I'm sure you read Montesquieu. I'm sure that some of you are well versed in some of the theories and the postulates that he advanced. Oh, we'll call you back because I'm sure that some of you are aware. That is the thing, when I speak in a very low tone, my grammar changes and I don't like it. But when I like to speak, you know, it's if you want us to go into the gutter, if you want us to be gentlemen, we act like gentlemen. You want us to be able, we give you able to stand. There's no problem about that. Anytime I speak with a very low voice, I tend to delve too deeply into the realm of English language that I would rather not go into. The army, they are nowhere. There is nowhere in the constitution of Nigeria that the president or whoever was given the powers to deploy troops in peacetime into any part of the country. And do you know the funniest thing is that the deployment of the troops is unconstitutional because the directive did not come from whoever they claim is their president. But you all are living with it. You all have allowed it because they have terrorized you into submission. That is what the Fulani does. Terrorism. That's all they know. Intimidation. That's why they carry dagger with them wherever they're going. Every other thing they'll bring out the dagger and say, "Oh, I will choke you," to put fear and instill fear into you. And somebody asked the other day, how would you feel if I take a machete, cutlass, and be walking about everywhere? You'll be arrested by Fulani army or police. But the Fulanis are allowed to move about with AK-47 because they claim they are guarding their cattle. For them, it is part of their costume to dress, to have a knife with them at all times. What does that tell you about them? Who asked the army to come to Owerri? I'm sure the world will ask that question when the whole thing blows up in the coming days, because blow up it will. And then the zoo will come to an end. And then there'll be no more oil to export. And then Asia will try to defend his masters from the north. Then we get a little tiny Hitler will be backing away like a Rottweiler somewhere in Iguacha. But the zoo will be crippled. It will be crippled. I'm warning them now. We told them before at Lekki Toll Gate, and I warned all of you that the army will come. After Britain makes Tinubu, I told you the army will come. Go back to my broadcast, you see there. I told you the army will come. They will try your resolve. They will kill some of you. And I also warned Tinubu that if there is any death, there will be hell to pay. You know the thing about black people, they pretend they don't hear. They pretend when you warn them, everybody pretends, as they say in my village, they send their ear to the market. They don't listen until the repercussion starts to rain down from heaven. Let me see who is going to call me to say, oh, please apply restraint, try and pull back. If you don't want our land to go up in flames everywhere at the same time, all that stolen money, some of you politicians, we are going to go to your houses, all that jiffy tank you built, overhead tank you built, we know there is money in some of them, or the soak away you dug in your compound, we know there is money in some of them. We will go to your house and do a bit of excavation. The army, they are not many, they cannot be everywhere at the same time, and that is it. And if they try to drop any bomb on Biafra land, we start to destroy things in Abuja. Everywhere in Abuja will be on fire. Then you see what suicide bombing is all about. As I told you, 2020, if East doesn't go, wars will go this year. Something must give this year. This year, something must give. You think if you invite the army, oh, you send them, if they see them again, if IPOB sees the army, they will not do anything because of Operation Python dance. But you guys in the army, you also bleed, don't you? And we have made it very clear that if you come to our land, you're going to bleed. Sanwo-Olu has finally spoken. EndSars, Governor Sanwo-Olu finally reveals who ordered Lekki tollgate shooting. The same people that went to Lekki and killed people, you see how he says the Fulani is foolish, oh? Those people are hopeless, oh? You went to Lekki, you killed people, and now the governor of Lagos State has made it known to the whole world it was the army that ordered the shooting. Of course, it will be the army. Always from Abuja. Open fire, they open on civilians. But when you see Boko Haram, you're crying, oh, they're pursuing us. Do you see sometimes why I support Boko Haram? You people are evil. Nigerians are wicked by nature. A very wicked set of people. When you were killing the followers of Muhammad Yusuf, none of you said anything. They are killing Shia, none of you said anything. The day they rise up in anger, every monkey and every idiot be writing rubbish. You don't know that when you keep silent, that means you are supporting the atrocities of the Nigerian army. They went to Lekki, they killed people. The world is still in a shock. Everybody is reeling from that, and they are sending even more army to come down to kill more people. But now their instruction is, once you kill them, you take their bodies away. And that is the reason why we are going to surround the whole of Owerri with CCTV cameras in secret places, that the world may know what is going on. So they can't deny it. So when we start the destruction of Abuja, no idiot from anywhere can blame us. You're sending an army to invade a peaceful people in peacetime, having shot unarmed protesters, and you think that Papa Britain is going to cover for you. Let me now issue a directive to all youths in Nigeria. This army will come and they will fire, we know that for sure. You see, every senior army officer you know their families. Once the shooting starts in Biafra land, go and kill all of them. This army is coming tomorrow to fire. They will fire at people, they will kill some people, we know that for sure. Hope Uzodinma finish his family. I hope all of you are listening. Any state they fire anything, the governor will kill all the governor, the wife, the children, all of them will die that same day. If you people are not prepared for what is to come, you tell me now, so I end this program and I stand down. I stand down my command of the volunteer force. I will stand down tonight. If you people, if you are not ready to get Biafra, you tell me. Because blood is going to flow. If you are not ready, you tell me tonight that you're not ready. But if you want us to get Biafra, a lot of people are going to die. Because that is the only language Fulani understands. Fulani people are warmongers. It's in their DNA. They will always look for a new territory to conquer. They went to Benin Republic and they chased them away. They went to Ghana. Ghana just slaughtered all their cattle and their cows. They all ran away. Do you know why you have a crisis in Mali? It's because of something. Do you know they want to help? They want to take over Togo as well? Fulani. Are you aware of that? And the Togolese said no. So you don't know. They are warmongers. They will always go for war. It's in their blood. They cannot stay in one place. Fulani will always look for trouble. If not with their cattle, it is with their goat. If not their goat, there is. Just sit down and think about this regime that they are running on behalf of a dead man. To tell that Fulani people are troublemakers. They always look for trouble. They came with Fulani colony. It didn't work. Mietiala was busy slaughtering. It was a Fulani governor, El Rufai, that got the army of Nigeria under Buratai to supply guns to terrorists killing people in southern Kaduna. All of you Nigerians were there, only concerned about yourselves, what you're going to steal from the zoo. Femi Falana was there, talking about his usual nonsense or rubbish about human rights. All of you were there. El Rufai should be locked up somewhere in The Hague. You all know that. He came out and he admitted it. That he paid some foreign people to kill people in Southern Kaduna. All of you knew about it. Today, some people are even saying he should run for presidency. You know, sometimes, when I go somewhere and they say this is a Nigerian, I'll just be looking at you. I don't talk. Once I go outside and they introduce me to a Nigerian, I'll just be looking at you. Because you're the worst animal on earth. An animal is better than you. El Rufai carried out ethnic cleansing and genocide in southern Kaduna, and he came out and he admitted it. All of you kept quiet. That is the Fulani way of, they love trouble. And to stop Fulani, you must give them double the trouble that they're giving to you. So you don't know that? Fulani, they came with their ruga to put Fulani everywhere. That didn't work. They brought waterways bill. That didn't work. They brought Fulani colony. That didn't work. Now they're bringing Fulani highway, cattle highway. Do you see how they're looking for trouble? That's how they are, always looking for trouble. And Wike, in his stupidity and foolishness, doesn't know this. That is why in Iguacha they are everywhere. They need to secure that oil. That's the only thing they want. The only thing they want is Niger Delta. So they claim that anywhere oil and gas is coming from, because Britain needs it and the Janjaweed, they need it as well. Now you understand, don't you? Now you all understand what is happening in the zoo. Somebody should send the videos of what happened in Abakaliki today to Buratai and to every governor in Biafra land. If you don't know what happened in Ebonyi this morning, ask Umahi. He will tell you. Police were being hounded in their own homes because of the killings they carried out yesterday. Are you understanding me? Britain is pushing them, go, nothing will happen, we are here. Hey, we have USA in our pocket. After all, Boris Johnson and Trump, they are one. Are you listening to me? I feel sorry for you people. Samuel said it was the army that ordered the shooting. So what they want me to do, all of those idiots, I don't care where you come from, you can be Yoruba, you can be Igbo, you can be Hausa, you can be Kanu, all those idiots talking rubbish. If you kill a Biafran anywhere, people will pay very dearly in that city. this morning was in Abakaliki. And I'm sure that they got a taste of their own bitter medicine. So don't come here to play your stupid tribal card. If you kill a Biafran in Ibadan, we would react. You kill a Biafran in Calabar, we will react. You kill a Biafran in Iguacha, as they have now discovered, we will react. You kill a Biafran in Makurdi, we will react. You kill a Biafran in Omoaya, we would react. Anywhere you kill a Biafran, there will be reaction instantly. That is the only language the Fulani understand. You know who taught me that? The successive shehus of Borno State, the Crown and Borno Empire. They never allowed the Fulanis to overrun them. Never. You know what they used to do? When the Fulanis are coming, they don't even wait for Fulani to come to go to a field so they can start fighting. They will go at night and kill all of them. Kill the Fulani soldiers, they will run away. That was how they maintained Borno as a distinct and unique part of the North. Hausa people behaved like Igbo politicians when these people came like weak. Oh, come, no problem, come and stay. Hey, stay, no, harmony, peace and unity. By the time they woke up, Hausa kings became Fulani emirs. And they will live with that consequence forever and ever. Hausa will suffer. They don't send them to school. They are doing al-majri. They rent them. They hire them to do all manner of things. And some of you who are poorly educated from the south, some of you don't go to school. You come out and you're shouting one Nigeria. One Nigeria in the north. In the core Arewa North, there was no SARS protest. And some of you cannot even reason properly. Was there any SARS protest in the North? Of course the answer is no. Why was there no SARS protest? Because most of them cannot read or write. But they're in the same country with you. The reason why they cannot read or write is because the Fulani made it so they can control the Hausa peasants. Do you know that even an educated Hausa man has inferiority complex? Are you aware of that? An educated Hausa man, if you ask him who are you, he will tell you he's a Fulani because he feels ashamed of himself. A Hausa man feels ashamed of himself. The only thing they have is the language. Maybe some of you will learn. And they have responded. What they have said, the army said, you know, they have their agents, the Tinubu and all the rest of them, is to say, Tinubu's family. We switched off Lekki billboard on Sanwo-Olu's order. Tinubu's son. That's how they play the game, you see. That is how they confuse all of you. Sanwo-Olu, this is to tell you that the person who is central to the killings is Bola Ahmed Tinubu. You know, sometimes in life you need to be able to reason properly. Who has the power to ask the governor of Lagos State to switch off the light? Is Tinubu. Who has the power to ask the military to intervene? Is Tinubu. He is the national leader of APC. And those people at the toll gate to him were conspiring to truncate his 2023 presidential ambitions. That's all. So they are expendable. You can kill them. Only one person has the clout to simultaneously turn off the light and to ask the army to come. Unless Sanwo-Olu is saying that the army asked him to switch off the light. Do you understand? And ask yourself this question again. Why is it that it was Tinubu's son, Tinubu again, that came up with this explanation? They own Lagos. The same thing that the Janjaweed is doing, a feudal lord is doing in the north, is what they want to replicate in the west. An overlord, not the Alafin of Oyo or the Oni of Ife, but Bola made Tinubu, who asked, who requested that you see they're not smart. Somebody must have requested for the lights to be switched off. It's called common sense. See, someone cannot wake up in the evening and say, hey, come, don't let I take it, turn them off. No. Somebody must have requested before Sanwo-Olu gave the order, if at all he did. And who was that person? Is it the British High Commissioner? It could be Katrina Lang, let her come out and defend herself. Or is it the Nigerian army that said to Sanwo-Olu, we want to carry out an operation here, please switch off the light. And Sanwo-Olu, being an intelligent man, I mean, army is asking you to switch off the light. What for? If your mission to the toll gate is noble, why would you want the lights to be off? That's what any sensible person will ask. That tells you that it was Tinubu that asked him to. Tinubu is his godfather. He cannot say no. Do you understand? Tinubu asked Sanwo-Olu. Let me take some water. Tinubu asked Sanwo-Olu to switch off the light, to enable the army to disperse the protesters. And that was what happened. When the public inquiry that they claim is sitting in Lagos starts or commences, clear this very problem. Who asked for the light to be switched off? And who asked the army to open fire? Those two things must be cleared. And then you discover that it's Tinubu that some people are hailing, because Femi Falana was unable to secure, a card-carrying member of APC was unable to secure a cabinet post in the present regime. He is now fighting for Tinubu to become the president. So who knows, they can make him the Attorney General and lock up many more innocent people. That tells you all you need to know about the damnable zoological republic. The Catholic bishops have spoken. I like them, those Catholic bishops. Maybe after saying it now, they give them money tomorrow and they'll come out and start talking something completely different. Catholic Archdiocese condemns use of ethnic religious sentiments to derail the protest. They know. The Catholic Archdiocese of Lagos has condemned the hijacking of peaceful protests across the country, saying that those who are brought in ethnic and religious sentiments are only aiming to derail the march to a new Nigeria. He knows. The Archbishop knows. Roman Catholic Archbishop, he knows. The reason why he wants to be president or vice as well, he is running with all the governors. Everybody wants to be vice president. The reason why I told you that's what they're going to do. They will play the tribal card. I warned all of you. And this has taught me a lesson. That some people that I was looking at as de-tribalized, people who are sensible, people who are sane, in actual fact, they are not. They are tribal underneath. They are tribal bigots. And ethnic jingoists, all of them. Like Femi Falana. Have you seen it? They do not want a new Nigeria. They pretend, they talk, you think you're with them. No, you are not. Or they are not with you. They don't want a new Nigeria. They want things to continue where you can bribe your way through anything, where you can loot and steal and nobody gives a damn. A country without a president. That's what they want. And you're spoiling business for them. Typical. Because of somebody has a business in Sabongeri in Kanu. He makes a profit of maybe about 10 million a year. Because of that. He or she doesn't care if the Fulanis are raping their mothers in the village. They don't give a damn as long as they're making profit in Sabongeri. Sometimes I wonder what type of God created these people. The same thing with all these people that brought in ethnic dimension into a legitimate protest. People keep saying protest was hijacked. Protest was hijacked. At what point was it hijacked? When and where? So you mean that people's spontaneous outpouring of grief and anger over the senseless massacre of innocent people somehow constitutes hijacking? I'm asking those of you who are listening, I'm asking you. Is that what you're telling me? Is that what you are telling me? Is that what you're telling me? Please, I want to know. You killed people, and you are telling me that those people that you slaughtered, those people that you killed, somehow are not human beings. We are not supposed to be upset. We are supposed to just sit down there and say, oh, one Nigeria, one Nigeria. As one of my personal attorneys tweeted, and it's gone far and wide, Aloy Ejimako. Aloy tweeted and said, we protested for 12 days without vandalization. I want all of you idiots talking about hijacking to listen very carefully. Because here we educate you. Black people, their brain is something else. Here, after listening to us, you get it. For 12 days, did I ask for any property to be burnt down? A simple question. The answer is no. Why then did I ask for properties to be burnt down? Because you killed innocent people. How dare you forget those you killed? Zoological Republic, evil people. Evil people to the core. Alaye Jimako tweeted and very brilliantly too, we protested for 12 days without vandalization. 12 days of caring and looking out for each other. I was on air asking people all over the world to contribute. Go and ask your family members to cook and bring out to feed those who are protesting. Did we not say it here? Love one another. You must be together. We were hailing them. 12 days of giving free medical and legal services. 12 days of rejecting bribes. Then they let out their dogs. First, the government and their agents, politicians, they hired the thugs that brought violence into the protest. Some of you idiots, because you're in the zoo, when they bombard you from everywhere with their lies, because the editors have taken money, when they bombard you from everywhere, you get confused. Who were the first people to attack protesters? Was it not thugs that the DSS brought? Are the videos not there? For those of you idiots talking about hijacking, didn't you see the videos of DSS and their thugs attacking people in Abuja? Number one, the same Tinubu, not unleash his thugs from Mushi. Have you forgotten? Have you forgotten that thugs from Mushi went to Alausa and different places and was macheting and attacking people, cutting them with cutlasses? Have you forgotten? You see the brain of a black man. And I say these things to let you understand why Africa is poor. Africa is poor because of the way you reason. Nothing more. It's not even the white man that is holding you, because of the way you reason. Some of you were there. The protests were going on very peacefully. Everybody. I remember some lawyers were free legal services. You must release people. Food everywhere. Pizza. Everything was happening. Music. Prayers were being held on the streets. Muslims will pray. After that, Christians will pray. In broad daylight, people were shocked. Unity, togetherness. They kept thinking to themselves, how do we break them up? How do we break them up? Let us send thugs from Mushi. Whose thugs were sent? Bola Ahmed Tinubu's thugs in Lagos. All of you idiots. Yoruba says we are bond. All this nonsense indeed, believe it. You people are fools. You are fools. You see, you can intimidate idiots around you. Not Nnamdi Kanu, you cannot. You can talk all the nonsense you like. Evoke all the emotions, all the tribal sentiment and emotions. It's like water on the back of a duck. You pour it and it just, drains away. You can intimidate the fools around you or those you gave jobs to in Abuja. Not Nnamdi Kanu, you can't. Because I'll remind you, when the protest started, was it peaceful for 12 days? Yes. Who brought violence? Who brought violence into the whole process? Bola Ahmed Tinubu and DSS of Nigeria, the secret police. True or false? Those of you in Lagos, true or false? Who brought violence into the protest? Is it not Bola Ahmed Tinubu and his tongues from Mushi? Are the videos not there? Why did people burn BRT? You idiots talking nonsense. BRT stations were burned because the same BRT buses were used to ferry people to attack and kill innocent protesters. Out of anger, the protest now spilled out and people attacked BRT station. True or false? Am I lying? Who brought violence into the protest in Abuja? The DSS, the state secret police that reports only to the president. They used their SUV, they were wearing their suit, ferrying thugs, Fulani Janjaweed, to go and attack people. So the world must ask that question. The question that I asked Katrina Lang, the British High Commissioner to Nigeria. Miss Lang, who brought violence into the protest? You are in Abuja. In Abuja, you know it was the DSS, which means the government of Nigeria, in order to break the protest. Now listen. In Lagos, because the two epicenters was Abuja and Lagos, and rightfully so. Who brought violence into Lagos? Bola Ahmed Tinubu, whose thugs were used to kill innocent protesters and to cause mayhem. Bola Ahmed Tinubu's thugs from Mushi. All of you saw the videos, but somehow you are pretending you have not seen them. Do you see why God, black people, you see the truth, you keep hiding, you keep talking nonsense, but the truth is there. Who brought violence? Oh, there is a wanton destruction. This thing has been hijacked. It was hijacked by the Nigerian government, DSS, by bringing in thugs in Abuja. It was hijacked in Lagos by APC through Bola Ahmed Tinubu. They brought in Mushi thugs. Now, here live on radio, I said live on radio, that if you can recall, they keep saying, oh, they took over the protest. Yes, because we gave them advice. I said, form 3 lines of steel around the protesters so that the thugs cannot break in. And in Lagos, immediately, that defense mechanism was adopted. The next day, when the thugs came, they were repelled. But Abuja wasn't sufficiently organized to do something. They went and burnt down vehicles belonging to Biafrans in Abuja. Did you not see it. Somebody, we are going to compile what happened. Bring out the videos of DSS thugs attacking protesters. Bring out the videos of Nigerian government thugs, not DSS, Nigerian government thugs burning cars to intimidate Igbo people from coming out to protest. True or false? Who is being violent here? True or false? We outnumber them. You allow them to run with this narrative and some of you buy into it. Develop some tough skin. Develop some resoluteness. Develop some mental hardness. Not every nonsense you hear and see, you follow. What happened? Who brought violence into the protest? The federal government of Nigeria and APC. They wanted to break it. First, they brought in their thugs. Secondly, they brought in the army. And the army killed people. And people got upset. And they chased Tinubu out of Lagos, albeit temporarily. But he will go on a permanent run. That you can be rest assured. Now, are you suggesting, are you implying that the protest going on at the toll gate being watched all over the world, that an army can go there, kneel down as if they are in Sambisa forest, which they cannot even go to, open fire on innocent people singing national anthem with Nigerian flag, and everybody will just sit down and be clapping for them? Hey, one Nigeria! Oh, kill them, one Nigeria! Is that seriously? Is that what you think? That was why the anger boiled over. And not just in Lagos, but all over the place. Because the killings are too much. It's just too much. In Akwa Ibom yesterday, 32 young people were killed. In Ebonyi, almost 6 people were killed. And when young people get upset and burn down the police station, you idiots will begin to write and talk rubbish because you people are black. You are full of evil. You people are full of evil. Satanic. I gave you an example. Fege Onisha with Janjaweed is the policeman there. He's on my page. Did people attack his police station? I think they even took food and drinks to him. I'm asking you. You idiots, I'm asking you. Did anybody attack a police station being manned by a Fulani man in Fege? The answer is no. Because the man is a man of peace. Oh, sorry. He said he's not Fulani. Nobody should say he's Fulani. He's an Hausa man. Are you listening? When they went to attack the federal government girls' college in Calabar, and the soldier, instead of opening fire, knelt down. Did anybody touch him? They hailed him as a hero. And they did not burn down the school. Do you understand? But look at all the places where they are opposing. Open fire! Ta, 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 ta. We pursue you. We catch you. We kill you. And we cut off your head. That is how it's done. That is the instruction. Right? What I'm saying now is cut it out and send to UN. Cut it out now. Cut it out and send to UN. Am I lying? Am I lying? I'm asking you. Those who are shouting, don't destroy anything or don't do anything. Why did you not shout at the army to stop shooting? Stop shooting, army, stop shooting, and see if there will be peace or not. Is it not common sense? And now they have this Fulani. In the midst of all this crisis, they are sending their army down to come. And I'm asking Biafrans all over the world, If you do not want us to get Biafra, then you tell me. If you want to live under Fulani bondage, the police are now, this night now, they are shooting again in Ebonyi State. They are shooting in Ebonyi State now. Waterworks Road by Anan World Filling Station in Ebonyi State in Abakaliki. Waterworks Road. The Fulani are there shooting at people. These were the same people that said, pull back the boys in the afternoon. And I did. You see how they behave? This evening they're firing again. And the idiots that will come to me to say, apply restraint, they will not ask Dave Umahi, why can you not control the police in Ebonyi State? Have you seen it? And now, during this thing, when this whole thing escalates and we go out for revenge, people will start writing and talking rubbish. Now, at a place called Waterworks Road, the police are shooting at people. I hope you're listening. That is how the zoo rolls. The police will start the problem. Later on, all the blame will shift to the victims. Boko Haram were victimized into turning into a terrorist group. Boko Haram was peaceful. Go and ask you people, you don't go back and read. You don't do research. The same thing with this protest. Before you killed Yusuf Mohammed, was Boko Haram violent? Simple question. The answer is no. Who killed Yusuf Mohammed? The Nigerian government. And out of you think there are some people that you kill their relatives and they go on a suicide mission. So you don't know? You don't know the same way that you love your children is how people love their brothers and their sisters? You don't know that? You killed Yusuf Mohammed and they said to hell with all of you. Shekau rose very bravely. And I'm very, very sorry that people bore the brunt of what happened, of the activities of Boko Haram. The real enemy of Boko Haram is the zoo government. They are the enemy of the people. Your young children have realized this. The boys and the girls, they now know that Nigerian government is the problem. Not just the APC government, every government of every color, PDP, APC, CCP, all of them are the same. Now these young people know who the enemies are. And they also can now reason properly. You cannot listen to Radio Biafra and be the same. Some of them are not watching Champions League. They are listening to this very program. So you don't know. That is how dedicated they are. That is how determined they are to make sure that there is a change in the land. In Ebonyi State, if you know Dave Umahi, ask him to pull back the police. They are at a place called Waterworks Road. All of you that know Dave Umahi, call him and ask him to pull the police back. If he is not in control of the police, then we police Ebonyi State for him, and he will see how peaceful Ebonyi will be. We are live and we are direct, and the world is bearing us. We are preaching the gospel of heaven, of course, the gospel of truth. They hijacked it. That there is violence everywhere. They hijacked it. Unbelievable. Buhari appoints Mahmoud Yakubu as INEC chairman. Fulani Jamboree. Fulani Jamboree. They are just, can you imagine Jonathan appointing an INEC chairman that is from Biafra land, the East? And despite poor performance, reappoints the idiot again. Have you seen what they're doing to all of you? Can you see what we are fighting? So that means whoever they decide should win 2023, they've written the result already, is there somewhere waiting. Do you see what we are fighting against? Do you see what those young people are fighting against? Because their battle and our battle is the same thing. good governance, good society, let things work the way it should. And some people are saying no. They are saying no. These are some of the things you must realize and understand, that we are not going to go away. We are not going away. People are wondering, why is when they say not, why is the core Arewa North behaving the way they are behaving? They never supported the EndSars campaign. As somebody wrote very brilliantly, you cannot support what you don't know. But they know what is palliative. You see, once the whole palliative, pandemonium started, they discovered where palliatives also, where the politicians see the palliatives in the north. Now they participated. That is Nigeria for you. There is no SARS in the north. Are you aware of that? There is no special anti-robbery squad in the north. Makes you wonder why they set up in the first place, is to kill your young people. All of you in the south, doesn't matter if you're Yoruba, if you're Igbo, if you're whatever. It doesn't matter. The reason why they set up SARS is to kill your young people, to intimidate them and to harass. Why would you take somebody's phone? What for? Is it yours? Am I going to ask you for your own phone? Because they want to intimidate you. They always use intimidation. That is the way they operate. Do you know there are no police checkpoints in the north? In Arewa North. No customs checkpoints. No Python dance 1, 2, 3, and 4 in the north. No crocodile dance in the north. But that is the north where bandits, Boko Haram, headsmen, and others operate. So I keep asking people from the south, please, people from southern Nigeria, where is your brain? Where is your brain? What did you do with it? No police checkpoint in the north, no SARS, no customs checkpoint, no army operation. But I'm asking, where does Boko Haram operate in the north? Where does the Fulani bandits operate mostly in the north? How about the Miet Yala headsmen terrorist group in the north? How about ISIS in West Africa in the north? How about Al-Qaeda in the Maghreb in the north? Then why are you sending army to Owerri? It's a simple question. Why are you sending army to Owerri? A simple question that I am asking. A simple question that I'm asking. Why are you sending army to Owerri? They cannot answer that. They cannot answer that. And they cannot. They cannot. They cannot. They cannot. Somebody is trying to call me. If you want to pass me a message as Chinaso Enworu just did, send a text message. If you have anything, text, not call. Text, not call, or voice note. Text me the problem. Text, not call. Text, please. Text, not call. Very, very important, please. Now, we continue. Somebody said, leave Boko Haram people alone and focus on Biafra. That is how idiotic some people are. When I told you that black people are foolish, you didn't believe me. I have an idiot writing from Germany. Leave Boko Haram people alone and focus on Biafra. The people are coming to kill you, you moron. They are coming to kill you, fool. If you do not highlight all these problems, anytime they attack you and you revenge, they say you are the terrorist. And we're here, and then I don't know how you managed to get visa to go to Germany. Idiot. Leave them alone. Typical idiot. That's how they argue. They don't know how to debate. If you do not highlight the problems that's afflicting you, how will the world understand your vengeance when it comes? Idiot. Were you there when we built this to the largest movement in the whole world? Anomano. And from tonight, our volunteers must go into the bushes monitor their movement, slow them down, and destroy them before they destroy us. Every able-bodied, to stop talking rubbish. Oh, he was arrested, and ask them, where was the president? He was in his house in a revolution. You are sleeping in your house. Tofiakwa. But when you want to get initiated into buccaneers or pirates or all these idiots all over the place, you go to the bush. You sleep in the bush. Now there is a revolution to save your life. You are sleeping on your bed. Everybody must enter into the bushes, because from tomorrow, Owerri is going to be ungovernable from tomorrow. Owerri will be ungovernable from tomorrow because they are coming. We are going to slow them down. We will disorientate them. Owerri will be made ungovernable from tomorrow. They brought in the army into Owerri. They brought army to come and kill us again. Every year they kill us and go. Every year they kill us, and we will petition ICC and nothing happens. Return those soldiers. I've been saying it. Gossipers, are you listening to me? Baby Sabo with 70 fake accounts, Facebook accounts. Are you listening? The grand traitor, is the grand patron of traitors. Are you listening wherever you're hiding? Oh my God. You and weak, eh? Hey, special treatment. Special treatment. That's what you receive. You and weak. Good and weak. Take this army back. I am giving the order tonight. People should enter the bushes. And I am placing every Nigerian youth on alert that once this army attacks Owerri or anybody in Owerri tomorrow, burn Nigeria down. Burn it down. Anything you say, any politician you see, you kill the idiot on the spot. All over Nigeria, everywhere. Kill the idiot on the... If they fire one single shot in Owerri, every politician we see is dying that same minute. Take me to ICC. Once they fire one shot in Owerri, and as is happening now in Abakaliki, everywhere will be going up in smoke. And while you clear, you watch movie. You learn movie. I have told Biafrans all over the world, if you don't want us to get Biafra, you tell me now. But to tell me going to be doing all this nonsense. Every year they come. Every year they come. They kill. And they put Fulani headsmen in our villages to be raping our mothers. And the next year they come again. And you want me to keep quiet? God, thunder fire all of you. Bastards everywhere. Bastards everywhere. From tonight, if I hear that somebody was arrested, if you text me that a grown-up able-bodied man was arrested or a boy arrested while he was sleeping, you will see what I'll do to you. Go into the bushes from tonight in Aba, everywhere. Anywhere the police fires a rifle tonight, burn that building down. Nabalia, burn it down completely. God punish all of them there. Bastards everywhere. You are bringing army to our land when there are terrorists in the north. What type of God made these people? What type of God made you idiots? Let the army come now. Go into the bushes and destroy them. Destroy them. Kill all of them. Bastards everywhere. Every year you come, you kill, you go. It's every year we are doing exercise. What exercise again, man? What stupid internal security? Is it your job? Is it in the constitution? Is it your job? Show me in the constitution where it says you can deploy army without the president's notice. Is there an emergency anywhere? Who started the violence? Who started the violence? I'm asking you. Is it not Nigerian army? Is it not the police? Is it not Asorok? I will ask you again, who started the violence? Nigeria's presidency through DSS, you saw it. In Lagos, Bola made the Tinubu APC, you saw it. And the army came and killed people. So how dare you, idiots, you hypocritical bastards, how dare you blame the victims? How dare you ask? How dare you, Umokoko? Any able-bodied man in Biafra land sleeping on his bed tonight, you are a fool. Go into the bushes. Find policemen. Find them. Find the army and destroy all of them. Who are these idiots? You want to use... Oh God, Chineke. Who are these governors? Which planet did they come from? From where come yourself? You derive joy in the death of your own people. And you are a governor. Because of what Wike did, that is why all of you can no longer travel abroad. You don't blame them. If you can no longer travel abroad, you blame Wike. All of you cannot go abroad again. So let me see another idiot get after the honor. And I'm waiting for that local government chairman or those so-called village youths. Anyway, of course, the idiot doesn't even know that everybody's IPOB. He doesn't know that. He doesn't know. Go to his page and see what they're telling him. The literal Hitler. Cameroon pepper, I will put in your eyes. If I don't do it, you're not a human being. You know you're a rat to challenge the mighty IPOB. Who is the beggar? We brought Nigeria to its knees. Now the zoo is begging. I hear all of that. Riding to Britain and begging. And I call you idiot like you. You're an idiot. You're a fool. I will destroy you. I will destroy. I don't even know Chukwu to help me. I will destroy you. And you will see, you are not here. I told the zoo, I will destroy the zoo with the truth. And I was joking. Where is the zoo today? I feel sorry for the families of these idiots who are coming to Owerri. I feel sorry for them. Because they are going to die, I assure you. Let them fire one shot again. You have seen what is happening in and every time they'll be, oh, please stop, de-escalate, calm things down. But you're a governor, you cannot control the police. What type of governor are you? What type of governor are you, I ask? I am placing the youths of Nigeria right across the board on alert, including Lagos, including Ipob, everywhere, Ilorin, everywhere, Calabar, Enugu, everywhere. When this war starts in Owerri tomorrow, destroy everything you see. Find the politicians on Wahanaka and destroy them. Use Molotov cocktail. Destroy them. They have come to destroy us. So destroy them. In their next life, they will not be moving army about inside. When Biafra comes, some people will be born, grow up, grow old and die, and they will not see the army on the street unless Biafra is fighting a war. Are you listening to me? It is the duty of the army to defend the country against external aggressors, not internal. If the constitution says to defend the country against external aggressors, why are you then conducting an exercise inside called internal security? The opposite of external is internal, unless you're telling me that all you idiots in the zoo, you don't know English language. Is that what you're telling me? Their job is to defend Nigeria from external enemies. The opposite of external is internal. That is why you have Minister for Foreign Affairs and Minister for Internal Affairs. It is the job of the Minister of Internal Affairs that the police comes under to respond to internal problems, not the army. That is external. Simple common English. Some of you don't know, you go and cram something and you'll be writing. Hey, there's an intellectual on Facebook You don't deploy the army against its own citizens unless there is an emergency. The reason why you are coming to Owerri, is it that there is a war going on in Owerri? The answer is no. People are reacting spontaneously to the murder and massacre of innocent protesters by the Nigerian government. People should stop saying the army. Start saying the Nigerian government. They are the ones that killed the protesters. No, it's not the police or the army. It's the government. Because they have the power to stop it. Obey the last order. If you say now in a state, stop shooting, is an order, they will stop. But somebody is encouraging them to shoot. The IG of police, he killed 32 people yesterday in a, what is the name of the Akwa Ibom State Commissioner for Police? And where does he live? I need his house address. The house address of the Commissioner of Police in Akwa Ibom State and his name. They are the ones that the order was given to. And we are going to capture him. And when we do, he will confess to that order that was given to him by that fool called IG of Police. Yesterday, ask the governor of Akwa Ibom State. 32 young people, young Biafrans from Akwa Ibom were murdered by the Nigerian police and their bodies taken away. One of them killed 9 and took their bodies away. It will be very, very hot tomorrow because he will hide and run all his life. I can wait here. We'll catch him. Slowly we are getting there. You don't know? Slowly we are getting there. They will know how serious we are. They will know how serious we are. I want regular updates from Abakaliki now. Are they still firing? Let me give the order for people to leave the bushes and come out on the streets. Are they still firing in Abakaliki? They are. They got a test of their own medicine. Stupid, useless set of idiots. Answering governor, a bunch of men that do you urinate on your boxer shorts? All you idiots, do you urinate on your boxers when you go to sleep? You are afraid of Fulani Janjaweed. There shouldn't be a governor. Ndara, you cannot defend your own people. You cannot. And you want to be governor. Anyway, there will be no zoo by 2023. Have a contested presidency. This one is the best one. Igbo president. Na dead. For where? Contest, Buko idiot. Fools everywhere. Fulani is killing your people. And you're helping them to kill your people. Are you not an idiot? Are you not a fool? Mad people everywhere. Boko Haram is in the north, but sending the army to over there. All service chiefs are from the north. All senior police officers are from the north. All senior custom officers are from the north. All senior immigration officers are from the north. All key National Assembly officers are from the north. All key officers in the presidency are northerners. One Nigeria, one Nigeria, my food. This is the nonsense that Femi Falana is defending. Our unity. Sound for mouth. No talking rubbish. Koinyo. A card carrying APC member. Are you not aware of all these facts? They have now renewed the mandate of another Fulani Janjaweed at INEC. Are all of you so-called southern intellectuals unashamed of yourselves? How do people even wake up in the morning and look at yourselves in the mirror? You are serving people that move cattle from place to place and you're not ashamed of yourself? Unity of Nigeria? Unity of who and who? Of idiots and idiots. Mad people everywhere. And they are wokoko. Do they pay taxes in the north? Do they pay tax in the north? It's a simple question. No, they don't. No, they don't. Useless people. All their roads are tarred. Very beautiful roads in the north. In the south is you're always holding for you to do a 1 hour journey from wherever you are to Lagos, and your heart is in your mouth all the way through. And you're telling me about one Nigeria. They are one. People are wondering why we are doing what we are doing in Imo State. They don't know what happened in Imo State. Do you know that Imo State recorded the highest number of cases of police brutality since under Okorocha? Are you aware of that? It's here. According to police own figures, the highest number of police brutality, the casualties, is in Imo State. Imo State. Underreported. It wasn't reported. All the facts are now coming out. It is now coming out. A report by the Presidential Panel on Special Anti-Robbery Squad and Police Reform has given credence should I say to the crescending public outcry. According to the Zoo presidency, Asarok, Imo State recorded the highest number of extrajudicial killings in the whole of Nigeria. And when you kill people in Lagos and we get upset, you start talking rubbish. You start blabbing your useless mouth. Imo State. To the crescending public outcry. According to the Zoo presidency, Asarok, Imo State recorded the highest number of extrajudicial killings in the whole of Nigeria. And when you kill people in Lagos and we get upset, you start talking rubbish. You start blabbing your useless mouth. Imo State, the highest number of SARS killings happened in Imo State. And that's in Imo State. They're bringing the army to continue the killing. How you want us to keep quiet until they kill all of us? And then God will say, oh, you're a peaceful man. You did well. You're peaceful. Oh, the army. Zoo. Actually, today, no policeman went to work. Ask them now. They all threw away their uniforms. Is it because it's not getting international headline? Let the army come. Let the army come. My God. Otis Okala said something, I'm not going to read it. I hate people with futufunyo, two faces. You don't know where they stand. Let them fire one shot, with tomorrow, as they are doing now, and they are paying the price for it, by the way. All their houses will go up in flames. We'll then begin to hunt them like rabbits. Okay. Ewi, I don't know the name in English. I don't know. Someone should please let me know. What is Ewi in English? Ewi. Ewi is not rabbit or guinea pig. No. We used to hunt them when we were small. We use a strategy called smoking out. We allow only one exit. We start to apply pressure with smoke on one side and we wait for the bagger on the other side. And we catch it. And we cut it open. We roast it. And we eat it. That brings us to the end of today. It's not the end, actually. I want to take a few calls and then we'll bring the program to a close. And as always, our protocol is very simple. If you have sent a request on somebody's calling already, are they calling? I thought somebody's calling. Our lines are now open. I'll give you the number again, please. +44 77 61 82 5346. And I'm going to give you the number for soldiers to call for the recruitment into the Biafran army. I am going to give you a number for soldiers, anybody who wants to leave Nigeria army to come and fight on the side of the people. I will give you a number tonight before we go off air, and it will be publicized and published everywhere. As you're coming, you bring your gun with you. Bring your gun with you. Very, very important. And your ID card. And then we induct you into the People's Army of Nigerian youths, actually. Not even of Biafra. That was a mistake I made. We'll draft you into the army of the people. fighting to defend Nigerian youths. I have a caller on the line. The caller on the line, can you hear me? Give us your name and where you're calling from, if you may. The caller on the line, can you hear me?
Hello, good evening, sir.
Good evening to you, my dear brother. Your name, please, and where you're calling us from.
My name is Ebuka.
Ebuka, where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Malaysia.
From Malaysia. Your line was breaking. Can you move about a little bit, please, where you are, so you can get a better signal? Go ahead.
You see, I know that you are very, very upset. So why is everybody, with that contraption called Zoological Republic?
Yes.
But sometimes we have to control our anger, you know.
In Nigeria, you're living with full animal and you want to control your anger and do what? Tell me, advise me, tell me what this control of anger actually entails. What does it mean in practical terms?
Yes.
Tell me.
I know that Fulani does not see peace. I know that. But what I want to say is this. Instead of us, once they touch anybody in Biafra land, they should go after the politicians in their houses.
Please listen to me, my dear brother. Listen to me, please listen to me. I beg of you. Listen to me very well. There is a saying where we come from. Somebody to translate, please. Not bright. Do you understand what that means?
Yes, I understand. Yeah.
Good. You are surrounded by enemies. Any retaliation you carry out must be proportionate to the injustice you suffered, because you are surrounded by enemies. Abuja media is against you. Lagos media is against you. BBC Igbo is against you. CNN is against you. British High Commissioner Katrina Lang is against you. Everybody is against you. When they kill you, they don't report it. Anytime you retaliate, they escalate the reporting and they demonize you. You heard Wike say, open his mouth, say that IPOB is a terrorist organization, whereas Fulani headsmen that have been raping people and killing them all over the place and grabbing their land, they are not. My dear brother, we know what we're doing. Thank you very much. Our anger is justified. So when they play, listen, let me give you a secret. When they take this clip now to ICC or to Britain or to US, they are white people mostly, not Osuji, who is the head. People that will investigate are white people. And of course, we know that ICC is corrupt. But no matter how corrupt they are, some of, a white man, he may be corrupt, but they still have conscience. Unlike black people, is that they have no conscience and they are corrupt on top of it. The white man will investigate and say, why did he say these things? Then they will go back and they will see that Igbo governors have been killing people all the time. Now you understand that? And I want them to call us, because if I go to ICC, I will call them as witnesses. Buratai hasn't gone to ICC for coming to my house and killing people and killing my parents in the process. After that was what killed my parents. Buhari has not gone to ICC for participating in the mass murder of 5 million people. Obasanjo is still walking about, he has not gone to ICC. He said, I'm the kind that will go to ICC. I even want to go. That day I will disgrace the whole world and their hypocrisy. Ndara. Tell me what is happening in Lagos where you are. The world is listening. Pastor Jack, go ahead. Can you hear me?
Good evening, sir.
Good evening to you. Where are you calling from?
Thank you very much. I'm calling from Lagos, Pastor Jack, my leader. I want to make a little contribution.
Go ahead.
Those who are, well, I wouldn't say they are our people or that. Those of them saying that we should go only after politicians. They are just making a kind of mistake. Politicians are not only the people we go after. There's one language the Fulani people understand, just like you always say. Tit for tit and tat for tat.
Simple.
And
rubbish.
Have the monopoly of killing people and going scot-free. And just like he said, most time for you to make a headline, either in good faith or in bad faith, but CNN must carry it. Because sometimes I realize that most of the people that seek peace always do not last. They kill them, they torment them. But when you go wild, you want to go crazy, you want that problem they are looking for, they will not sue for peace. But when you are, for how long have you continued to call for peace, to sue for peace? Over how many decades? And we are still marginalized, we are being killed, nothing is working in our land. Everybody is migrating from our land to different places. After developing, they will chase us away and all that. And you people will call on this platform and preaching nonsense. All the volunteers, just like he said, we should be tactical and go to the bushes. It's a guerrilla warfare. By the time we bust all the pipeline, the interest of the foreigners, that time they will call for negotiation. Because that's the one thing with these people. If you don't show them that there's something else you can do that will add injury to their interest, they can never call for peace. I therefore think that we face this fully that with teach for teach and tax for that, and that only that we send a signal to them that we are ever prepared more than 1967 to go that same road if they provoke us. That is my contribution, my leader. Thank you very much for your answer.
And I couldn't have put it any better. You spoke very well. I could not have said it any better than the way you did. Fulani will kill you. Hey, let's make peace. Peace and unity. They go to Agatu and they slaughter people. All of you, hey, what is happening in this country? Oh, hey, can you see? Oh, hey, where are we going? Oh? Fulani will then enter Nimbo in Enugu State and slaughter where? Hey, what are we witnessing in this country? Things are not going well in this country. And they go to Ebonyi State. They rape a pregnant woman in front of the husband. After that, they kill her. They kill the husband. Hey, this thing, when is it going to stop? This country, where is it going, self? You people, you make me laugh. Fulani Janjaweed. The zoo is going to burn in the year 2020. We have only roughly about 8 weeks to go to the end of the year. This year, the zoo is going to burn. Burn completely. If you're a soldier and you're listening, or a sailor, which means you work for the Navy, you work for the Army, you work for the Air Force, and you want to join this people's revolution, it doesn't matter if you are a Biafran, if you're Oduduwa, if you're from the Middle Belt, if you're from the core Arewa North. It doesn't matter if you're a Christian or if you're a Muslim or if you practice Judaism. If you want to fight alongside the youths of Nigeria, here is your opportunity. I am going to give you a telephone number, a WhatsApp line. You will call this line and you will be interviewed. And we will tell you where to report. If you come to that very place and you're wearing a wire or you're wearing a chip, may God help you. We want people to leave Nigerian army and fight alongside the young people that we know that their fight promises a better tomorrow and a better future for all. You are not going to join the Biafran army? No. You are going to join the People's Revolutionary Force. That's what you're going to do. So, because we are fighting for everybody. All those people that came out to protest from everywhere, from every tribe and every ethnic group, we are going to fight for everybody to be free at the same time. The number to call is, please, people should circulate this, not number to call. Excuse me, I'm talking about I want to speak. Are you on? Are you live? Only for recruitment of soldiers who are patriotic enough to understand what the Fulanis are doing. The number to call is +49. It's a German number. +49. Please, as I'm saying it, people should be writing it on my Facebook wall so they can see. A lot of people can see it at the same time. This number, please write. This is not a phone-in number for Radio Biafra. Just say this is number for people wanting to leave the army of Nigeria to join the People's Revolution. A revolution has started. They are going to leave the army to join the People's Revolution, and their salaries will be paid. They are going to join the People's Revolution and lead this very battle to go and meet the enemy. The number to call is +49 +49 151 458 72902. It's a German number, is long, and I will repeat: +49 151 458 72902. Only soldiers, Navy, Army and Air Force. If you want to leave the Nigerian army, you are tired of what they are doing, you know all their dirty secrets. We have many already that have left them or intending to leave them. This is the number to call. I will repeat, please. I repeat: +49 151 458 72902 is a WhatsApp line. Only WhatsApp, please. WhatsApp only. Call that line, send a message, you will be interviewed, and you'll be absorbed into the army of the people, the revolutionary army of the people, run by Nigerian youths, not Biafra, not Oduduwa, not run by Nigerian youths. Of course, there are Biafrans in there as well. We are going to liberate the people. We are going to liberate everybody trapped in the zoo called Nigeria. Everybody will be set free, and your lives will be better. This revolution cannot die. If they say we cannot protest on the streets, we go into the bushes. Simple as that. And all those idiots, youth leaders, we will come on. We will be hanging you on electric, on street lights, all of you. I asked for them to find me all those Ohanese people. Nobody, I have not heard anything. Who should ever be and find them? All those Ohanese youths. Are they in Abuja as well, or Lagos? Who should never have and find them now? And I have not heard about Joe Ibokwe. Have you found him? Have you found Joe Ibokwe in Lagos? I know those Ohanese little boys. Find them in Behano, so that they may know how serious we are. Oh, go. The number to call if you're a soldier, Navy or Air Force wishing to leave the zoo and join the people. +49 151 458 72902. Everywhere, put this number everywhere. If you have brothers in Air Force, in Navy, in Army, send it to them to come and join the people. People abroad in the Nigerians in the diaspora, they are putting money together to be paying their salaries. They are going to lead the revolution, so that when the zoo army, when the Janjaweed, because then it only be Fulani Janjaweed terrorist army, they will come, they will meet the real Nigerian army facing them. This time with the people, with young people. Can't you see that the zoo is over for the zoo? It is not a Biafran army. God forbid, no. This army is to protect those who are protesting peacefully. That Nigeria introduced violence. I hear archbishops talking without nobody blaming Nigeria for bringing in violence into the protests. The number once again is +49 151 458 72902. That is the number. That is the number to call. we are now going to divide, since Fulani takes everything in the government is Fulani. Let Fulani have their own army. And then Nigerian youths can have their own army. Let's see who's going to win. Can't you see? Fulani, run your own Fulani army, and there is Nigerian army led by Nigerian youths. This revolution, I won't call them Nigerian army because the world will get confused. Them and this UG, some of you don't, you cannot distinguish two things. So we are calling this very army. In fact, I'll put it out in the open. People should suggest a name for this revolutionary army that will protect our youths who are protesting. A revolutionary army of the people. Or should we say the People's Revolutionary Army? Is that not better? People's Revolutionary Army. The PRA, the People's Revolutionary Army. Everybody is welcome. If you're from Gugwario, you are Hausa, you are Kanuri, you are Nupe, you are Jukun, you are Birom, you are from Bachama, you are from all those ethnic groups. Come and join the PRA, the People's Revolutionary Army, to save your ethnicity, to save your nation. People's Revolutionary Army. This recruitment will be happening everywhere across the Middle Belt and across the South. If you leave the army, Nigerians abroad in the diaspora said they will pay. Your salaries will be paid. Up front, every month it will be paid. Leave it, and as you're coming, you come with your gun and your sidearm, which is your pistol. Bring two of them. If you see any danger will stopping you, shoot the idiot in the head. They want war. We give them war. We have come to the end of our program this very evening. I'm sure that some of you have the numbers now, please. We are reconvening in the morning, and we shall continue the propagation of this gospel of heaven, a gospel of freedom. People say, why do you speak the way we do? Why do Fulanis kill the way they do? Why do they have to occupy every senior position in Nigeria? Why would they kill with impunity? Why would they kill unarmed protesters? Why would they come to my house to kill me? Why would they stop you on the road and say, if you don't give us 100 naira, we'll kill you? And if you refuse, they go ahead and kill you. Why should Imo State record the largest number of people killed in SARS brutality? Because they are harvesting the organs of our young ones. And you want us to keep quiet? Are you insane? Please. I thank you all for listening. And I in advance, I welcome those who are leaving the Zoo Army and the Zoo Air Force. Somebody said we should add the police as well. Okay, maybe we can. If you want to leave the army, you want to leave the police, you want to leave the Air Force, you want to leave the Navy, I've given you a number to call. Call and we'll absorb you into the People's Revolutionary Army, that our lives may be better. Once again, I thank you all very much for listening. And with every love and sincerity of, should I say, sincerity of purpose in my heart, and until 7 a.m. Biafra land time tomorrow morning, from me from here, good evening.